What is going on, guys? Welcome back. So in this video we're going to be talking about cutting, bulking and maintaining, and we're also going to be talking about understanding and calculating macros. Let's get right into it. Okay, so macros are basically the three main nutrient types, which include protein, carbohydrates and fats. So we're going to actually move on. What is protein? Protein is what builds and repairs muscle tissue. Carbs, they provide energy. And then fats regulate hormone levels and also provide energy as well. Now, when you're wanting to create a diet, what you want is balance. So you want to have a mix of all three, unless you're doing something like a keto diet, which is high protein, high fat, low carb. But if you're just starting out, I just suggest you go for a balance of all three. So what you firstly want to do when creating a diet plan is you want to figure out what your BMR is. So that's your basal metabolic rate, and that's the calories you burn just without doing any activity. Then you can work out the physical activity levels, and that's what you multiply it. There's a couple of websites you can use to calculate your BMR. I'll put one down in the description for you, but I've actually calculated some average scores already. So there's, for a male, 5'9", age 18, 182 pounds, which is about 83.5 kilograms, and that comes out at 1,938. Then when you put in the physical activity levels, it goes to 3,000, and that's the physical activity levels I put for that one was 2 to 3 exercises per week. And then for the female, you've got 5'4", 154 pounds, 70.2 kg. That comes out at 1,522. And then that, with the physical activity levels, that goes to 2,359. So with protein intake, I talked a wee bit more about in the last video. So basically what you want is about a pound per pound of body weight. So for example, the male who weighs about 182 pounds in this scenario would want to have about 180 grams of protein. Doesn't have to be on the gram, but just around there. Fat, 0.4 per pound of body weight. So that would come out at around 72 grams for the male. And then the carbs, usually you just want to put that as the rest of the macros. So if you've got your protein calculated, your fats calculated, you just put your carbs as the rest. So when it comes to doing your own plan, what you want to have is a set goal in mind. Firstly, we'll cover cutting. So say you found out that your BMR was 2,000 and your physical activity levels brought you up to 3,000, and that was your maintenance. So then if 3,000 is your maintenance, you want to be in about a 500 calorie deficit. So you want to be eating around 2,500 calories, and that's if you're cutting. If you are doing cardio, that means you can eat more. So say you're doing cardio and burn off 3,300 a day, you know, take away 500, that's 2,800. And then, you know, if you do no cardio, just do whatever your BMR really says. Now, these aren't 100%. These could be wrong, and most of the times they are. They're not. They're just a rough figure. So if you find that you're maybe gaining weight on that deficit, perhaps, you know, the site was just wrong and you're different, and most of the times it will be, you know, not spot on. If you are losing weight too fast, that would be around, you want to aim for around half a pound to a pound of body weight per week, because if you lose any more than that, chances are you could be losing muscle, and that's not what you want to do here. When you're cutting, you just want to lose fat, so you want to cut nice and slow. Steady cut will mean less muscle loss. Okay, so we're going to move on to bulking next. So in bulking, you want to be in around a 300 to 500 calorie surplus. So say you're eating 3,000 and that's your maintenance. You want to be eating around 3,400 to 500. Say you're gaining weight too fast, you might just want to cut down slightly, because you don't want, in bulking, I'm going to bulk up nice and slow, gain as little fat as possible, and this will make it a lot easier when it comes back to cutting. And same again, if you're doing cardio, you might need to up those calories depending on how much cardio you do. But yeah, so next we'll move on to maintaining. With maintaining, what you want to do is you want to stay at your maintenance calories. So say that be 3,000. Say the website says 3,000. You could try that. If you're gaining weight 1 week, maybe put it down slightly. Maybe if you're losing weight, put it up slightly. You need to find out for yourself what your maintenance is, and then from there you sort of just stay there and eat your maintenance calories. Check the scales maybe every couple of days or every week. If it goes up, cut the calories back slightly. Goes down, put them up, and that's if you want to do maintenance. So yeah, I think that about wraps us up for this video. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.
Enchanté.